You lost your daughter, Katie. Tell us what happened that February night 11 years ago.
Yes, it was the 18th of February in 2010, and we were on our way, unusually on a Thursday night, from our home in London to a home that we have in the Cotswolds. And we were on the M4, and the phone rang, and it was Katie's mother-in-law, who said, "Where are you?" I said, "We're on the M4." And she said, "Can you go to the next junction and turn round?" Katie's had an accident. She's been poisoned by carbon monoxide, and she's at the Royal Berkshire Hospital. So it was a very, very cold night, and I turned round, and Avril, my wife, didn't speak to me on the way back. She knew that something really serious was wrong. I didn't for a moment believe that there was anything fatally wrong with her. And we arrived at the hospital and parked the car and rushed into the hospital, and I asked for Katie Samuel, and they said, "Well, we don't have anybody called Katie Samuel." And I suddenly remembered she just got married and her name was Haynes, and that's what she was registered at. And so two young doctors came to see us and put us into a private room. And then those awful words, "I'm sorry to have to tell you." And we were taken into, I said, we both wanted to see her straight away. And she was on a gurney, and half of her left-hand side of her face was very badly bruised. And what had happened was that she'd come home from work. She was a press officer for Oxford University, and she came home. They lived in Wokingham, and she fed the cat, ran the bath, turned the TV on. Husband Richard rang and said, "I'm at the supermarket, do you want anything?" She said, "Let's not go out tonight, let's just get something, from the supermarket, get a Thai takeaway or something." He said, "Okay, I'll be back soon." And she went to have a bath, and when he got back, he rang the doorbell because he had parcels, and she didn't answer, so he used this key to get in and noticed that the cat was unconscious in the hallway. And he ran into the bathroom and found her submerged. Effectively, what had happened was, I think that she had stood up and she became totally intoxicated with carbon monoxide. She had 37% in her bloodstream, and 2% could be fatal. She had 37%. And what had happened was that the boiler, which was in the kitchen, had malfunctioned and had emitted this lethal gas around the house, especially into the kitchen, because in this little cottage that they had, the bathroom was at the far end of the house. Yep. And he called his parents, who were just due any minute. Richard got 20% carbon monoxide trying to resuscitate her, and her Jackie and Gordon, her in-laws, got 10% each, and they were hospitalised as well. So that's what happened. And I think about, we went to our home in the country and stayed there for about 5 weeks. And after 2 days, I thought, I'm just going to try and do something to raise awareness of this lethal gas killer. It's called the silent killer because you can't smell it, taste it, see it. And we started. And we started a charitable trust, which carries on to this day. And it's called the Katie Haynes Memorial Trust. And it's on our website. Yeah,
I've had a look at it. It's very emotional just listening to what happened that night. It's very brave of you to decide to make sure.
We want to do this, painful as it is, because I just don't want it to
happen to anyone.
Yeah, I just want to warn people. If we'd known, she'd still be alive.